Hey guys, Dirtbag Gaming here, and we're going to be going over a champion spotlight today for Basilis roanas. This guy is a straight badass in the arena. I use him in a lot of other things, which we're going to go over today. But we're going to go over his artifact skills and masteries, just to kind of show you what this guy can actually do. I'm excited. He's a really cool champion. He looks just like the marksman, so not really special. Kind of copy, rinse, and repeat on this guy, but nonetheless, he was one of the first champions that I could nuke in the arena, so I was super excited about using him. So let's go over his artifacts. I have on him a cruel set, which has speed, attack, crit rate, resistance, helmet, broken set, another cruel set for the 5% defense. We have 80% crit damage on his gloves because I was luckily able to get him up to 100%. The chest piece, attack percent chest piece, and also the 45% speed boost because I want him fast for the arena. His speed in total is up to 219, which again is pretty fast for the arena, especially with my combo. 4,500 attack, 1,800 defense, which doesn't really matter if you're going first, 100% crit rate, 267% crit damage, 88 resistance, and 257 accuracy. This guy does need accuracy if you're going to use him for a specific arena. For my build, I wanted him to have this hit as much as possible because we all know that a chance, it goes off of accuracy as well as the chance of actually doing it. So I booked him up as much as I possibly can, so I fully booked him. So let's go over his skills. His skill 1 attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance of stealing a buff, which actually happens a lot, especially with his accuracy up. Then also 80% chance of placing a block buff for one turn if they have no active buffs. So if you go first, you can block counter attack, you can block revive, all that stuff. So his A1 is used fairly well, especially when you try to steal a buff, which you can actually steal any buff in the game, which is awesome. I've stolen, what's his name? The guy who puts a counterattack and block buff or block damage on him. I stole that. His second A2 is a triple punction. Attack one enemy 3 times, ignore shield and block damage buffs, as well as 50% of the target's defense. So this hits actually really hard. Sometimes I one-shot Arbiter, I one-shot Rodos. Really hits hard, especially with a 3-hitter on Rodos. So he's kind of like my Rodos killer if I don't go first. So that's that. And my last one, which is what he's known for, the Majestic. All attacks have 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for one turn. Decreases each target's turn meter by 50% if stun is not placed. So I want to place the stun, but again, if the resistance is really high, it'll reduce their turn meter, which is cool. So I booked this up to a 50, 60, 75% chance, which happens a lot. So his A3 is really good. That's kind of what he's known for. So, and what I love about this is the auto. He always does the A3. You know, sometimes the auto is finicky. With his auto, he always does the A3. So that's good. Let's go over his masteries. I built him to do the plus 20 crit damage. So flawless executioner, just for the consistency. You can build him with the Helm Smasher. I didn't have a Savage set on him because I'm using my Savage for other people, but Savage set with the Helm Smasher you can try out. I'm sure it hits really hard. I just like the more consistency with the Flawless Executioner. So this goes down the obviously offense tree, just to kind of do that first hit punch. I got this Opportunist because most of the time they're sleeping because of my Prince Kymor. So this adds an extra 12% on top of that, which again, he hits really hard. And obviously I went the accuracy route because I wanted it to do the first shot, an extra 16 accuracy, as well as the first hit he gets an extra 20. This obviously helps, you know, reducing turn meter even more, and don't really need this because this doesn't help with stun, and doesn't really have any stun extenders that you really need for longer than 2 turns in the arena. So I didn't really get that either. But let's go over to Arena first, because he is known for an Arena champion. I got him in my 3v3 lineup, but let's test him out in just some Classic. So I got some victories going. So really just Classic, if you go first you win right now in the meta. So this is my lineup. I can take out Rotos and I can just put him in. So what it does is it goes Arbiter, Prince Kaimar, Draco, and then him. So if you can get a defense down on anybody, so it doesn't have to be Draco, but defense down and attack up, he hits hard. So let's see if we can just one-shot everybody here. I know it's a bad affinity on the greens, but we'll see what we got. Alrighty, so speed up, attack up. Now this is the setup, so I'm going to sleep everybody, and then I'm going to apply the debuffs. That's why the speed isn't too much on this team, because if you can freeze somebody or place a sleep, then you have kind of all the time in the world to go before they do. But his speed's tuned for Draco, so let's do a 3, and boom, you can see that 49, 60, 54, 44. So that was just a one shot for the whole team against a bad Infinity. He's got 100% crit rate, so that helps, but that was one team. Let's go down to this really tanky team. They're all red. I'm definitely going to kill that guy, but I'm definitely going to go first. The resistance is going to be tough, but let's try it. My Prince Kaimar I think is like 400 accuracy. My Draco's around 370 accuracy, just so you guys know their accuracy. I'll show you my Arbiter's speed after this. I forget what it is. It's above 300. But again, some of you guys might have faster Arbiters, some of you might have slower Arbiters, but again, if you go first, you essentially, most of the time, win. Alright, so let's boost it up. Let's sleep everybody. Yep, so like I said, really high resistance. Let's debuff everybody. Now, what I usually do, since I didn't get everybody, I don't want to try and wake these guys up. So I really just want to try and shoot this off and see if I can kill their Reser. So let's try and kill this guy. And you see the A3, 24, 18, 20, so one shot at him. Now again, with this team, they're so fast that I can do this, but Rosalind's just going to get rid of the turn meter anyway, so I'm going to try this. But I'm going to go faster anyway, so let's do this. So we're going to go here. Oh, okay, cool. Go faster, reset the stuff. Let's try this again. He's just going to take it off, but we can one shot. Okay. Yep, so we're going to try this again. Try to get it on him. Resist it, get him down. But we're going to try this. So without any defense down, he hit for a 22k. But boosted the turn meter down, so that helps. He almost one-shotted him. So let's speed it back up again. Let's just try again. I'm so fast compared to this Rosin. He's probably super resistance. Now, yep, okay, and then he might go first, but he's slow. Reduce his turn meter. I want to just try and one-shot with triple hitter against him again. Show you what his damage is. Draco's going to go first. Nope, okay, so let's slow it down. Triple hitter, nothing on him. We got 16k, so I only needed one. So that's kind of what he does. Let's go into a 3v3 match, because that's what a lot of people are going to... If he's your main nuker, like let's say you pulled him, and your beginning of the game, use him, because you can do this setup where you go speed boost, maybe another speed boost, attack up or defense down, and then just nuke, because they'll do it automatically, which is what is the best part about that. So if you're new to the game, use him as your nuker. He's definitely awesome. If you're older to the game and you have other nukers, use him in your 3v3. So let's try out this first one for 3v3. I love this 3v3 matchup because you can customize it. When I first started, I was just like playing it and use the same rotation every single time, which wasn't really working. You really have to get into it and customize your battles, just to really go on, alright, I think this one can beat that one, I think this one can beat that one, but it's not. Okay, so it's like, okay. So right now we have the same matchup as I do it on here. So the goal here is to, I probably am not faster than this team, so we're going to use our not faster team down here with the Cardinal. So we'll rotate these guys. My Arbiter is probably going to be faster than this Arbiter. So we'll get up to here. Pull the Draco up. And then this Draco, since they have a Foley, I'm probably going to die because this into Foley is not good, as well as the speed boost. So probably going to lose this matchup. But the goal in obviously 3v3 is to win 2 out of 3. If you win 3 out of 3, you're just boosting up so much higher. Okay, so I cut in, speed up. He cut in. But what's great about Prince Kaimar is I can just get rid of that counterattack. And just... So, if you're first, you win. Good job. So not a good spotlight on these guys. Oh man, this is funny. It's like I shouldn't even win this game, but they weren't tuned correctly. I had a takeaway of their buffs, and he just hit super hard. So somehow he lived. Let's 3-shot a Bad Infinity, super tanky, get faster, reset, speed up, or let's just try and kill him. He's probably going to kill me, and okay, cool. But auto, win that one. And then I'll edit obviously out the last 2 because you're only here for this guy. Okay, and we're back. So I would definitely suggest, if you have him, go into the Faction Wars. He's very, very good in the Faction Wars. He's good in the waves for almost every single dungeon. The Dragon's Dungeon, I've been running him every time. The Ice Golem, he's a Bad Infinity, but he still does his stuns. Spiders, he's okay. He'll try and stun all the spiders, but he just doesn't do enough damage to the boss. He hits hard, but he's just not really made for the spider's den. Fire Knights, again, he's gonna get him through the waves. He's just not gonna do a lot because he only has a one hitter on the A1, and you have to kind of bulk him up to get the more than 3 hitter on his A2 for the for the Fire Knight. But the Minotaur obviously is great. What's great is he steals the buffs on these guys, so he's great in all of the keeps. I love when he steals the magic shield and he's just like this big on the magic shield. But it's actually pretty funny. Okay guys, can you be your dungeon farmer? Let's go into Brutal, stage 3, bring him up. Doesn't have an aura. So let's see how fast he can clear the stage 3 Brutal. Again, he's got single target A1, so it's probably going to take a little bit. Just one shot. And he's a weak affinity. Doesn't matter. It's him. Dead. Dead. Gotta love when your level 1s try and do attacks. it's cute. Alright, so if you have him, he can be your farmer. It's just a slow farmer. But again, if you're new to the game, you're not really caring about the time. So just level him up, boost him up, and farm as much as possible. Cool. So 40 seconds. That's his farming. Anything else we need to show him in? No. So guys, comment how you guys have him built. Get a like if you have this guy, because he's freaking awesome. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on my characters. Let me know if you have any suggestions on what you want me to run, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on all of my 60s and any 50s that I need to level up. I'm going to do it on those too. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below, and thanks. I will see you guys in another video soon.